Okay, with the writer and director of Folie Glacée, a filmmaker from Quebec, Louis Reminard. Am I saying how do I pronounce? Say your last name in the French style.
You could pronounce it Rémillard.
Reminard, but how do you say it?
Rémillard.
Okay.
That would be with the Canadian French accent. Yeah.
So Glacée, is it a funny movie that's also horror, or is it a horror movie that's also funny?
Good question. I kind of just see it as both. I think it's much more meant as a horror movie, actually. But I like to think of it as some sort of like old school, wacky
Yeah.
horror film.
You're relatively, well, you seemingly a relatively young guy, but there is a kind of a 70s kind of style to your film.
That was very intentional. We hesitated to actually have it happen in the 70s, but we couldn't have the budget for that. But we just thought that it should just be like some sort of tribute visually. So it doesn't take place in the 70s or like in the 60s, or it's not necessarily a period piece, but it was very intentional to like emulate that period.
So when did you kind of come up with this idea for is this a standalone 10 minutes short? Is there a bigger idea here? What's your
Initially, the idea came to me and my director of photography while we were actually walking down Montreal, and we grabbed ourselves ice cream, and we just thought that this should be some we should kind of make this a movie. um I came up with the idea of having like the vendor being like ill-intended, and he suggested that it should be told through the story of a couple on a date, and that's how the whole story came about. The idea of like having it look retro, I think it just came from having Evil Dead and all those old school Sam Raimi movies being my inspiration. So naturally, it just sort of fell into that aesthetic.
so the ice cream shop,
Yeah,
is this a real shop in Quebec?
yeah, it's a real location. We were fortunate enough to just simply ask them if they could lend their location, and they said yes. They agreed, and we had a deal for to shoot there at night. One night where they were there to supervise, and one night where it was closed. And those were all the shots and the scenes that we did where we don't see the interior of the ice cream. Those that was that one night where they just left the lights open to the ice cream shop, and we're so thankful to that shop. They were very nice, very sweet, and very helpful to the production. So yeah, it was a great experience working with them.
And where is this ice cream shop?
It's in Laval. That would be my hometown. It's right next to Montreal, so it's like this suburban sort of town. And yeah, it's like sort of close to the riverside of the town. It's a really nice spot, and we just sort of happened to come by there. We were considering looking up uh, ice cream trucks on Marketplace
Yeah.
for the movie, but we just kind of randomly came across this one ice cream shop that we said like visually it looks perfect. We should really try and ask them. And
It's a throwback, eh? Like
yeah,
this ice cream shop, right? Like it's must have been around for a long time.
yeah, it's there since the 50s. Like it changed name, it changed owners, but it's been there, and it's been looking this way since the 50s. Sorry.
Yeah, it's funny enough that I was at an ice cream truck today, and my daughter got a soft cone. It's so funny that I'm talking to you.
I hope the music didn't trigger any like scary, creepy feelings,
Yeah,
because
it's
we,
just
were- we really played on that in the movie. So like hope
100%. For me, it's a capitalistic mind fuck on for kids, right? Where it's like
right,
the guilt parents in the buying kids ice cream, right?
right, right, right. Hopefully it doesn't make you think of my movie too much. It's
Yeah.
just for fun. I hope I had one of the audience feedback videos say that it almost ruined eating ice cream for them, and that
Ah.
was not the intention, but like I still think it's funny.
No, here's the thing. It's like if you think about it, what has a universal, what do people universally like? Not very many things in the world, right?
Right.
But I think ice cream is one of them.
Yeah,
People just like ice cream.
I love ice cream way too much. I actually had some
Yeah.
before I came onto
Yeah.
this podcast, but yeah.
See, but if you think about it, it's like it's got to be in the 95 percentile, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
it's a very likable dessert. It's sweet.
yeah.
It has all the different flavors you can
Yeah.
ask for. So
For doesn't matter what culture, what economic bracket you're
true,
in,
true.
whatever, right? You could be 90 years old, you could be 3 years old. Everybody loves ice cream, right?
Right. They start serving ice cream for dogs now. They
Oh,
have
come
like these.
on.
Yeah, they have at the ice cream shop we shot the movie at. They had like this ice cream for dogs. I don't know what's in there, but I guess there's like no lactose or anything because dogs can't eat those. But
Yeah.
it's like specifically made for dogs, and it's okay for them to eat it. And
So yeah, so
families
that's
walk
the
their dog. Their families walk their dog there, and they serve their dogs ice cream.
that's ridiculous. Well, I believe it, but it's ridiculous. But okay, so then that's the catch, right? Because you're seeing the first like 3 minutes of the film, and you're just taking it in, right? And you're kind of
Right.
emotionally, you have to be emotionally connected to these characters for order for what happens in the second half of the film to have a payoff. If we don't care about these characters and you don't set it up like you do, it's not as emotionally appealing, I guess, right? It's not as scary or
Yeah.
frightening, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my way to do that was just to try and establish this couple as they have a history. They're very playful with each other. Uh, they just look nice together. I thought the actors had great chemistry personally, and that's why we picked them. The the actress who plays Ellie, she's a long friend of mine, and I always thought she was very talented. So I just told them that like this is not exactly a first date, but let's say you guys are like still in the first year of dating, so there's this like magical feeling of like
Mm,
you guys will keep seeing each other, and it's very hopeful, it's very joyful. And having also writing the script, writing the dialogue, like having the conversation already having started when the movie begins. So it just seems like they've been talking all night, and they just
yeah,
have this flow of conversating. And
yeah,
yeah, that was mostly what I was trying to do. I was trying to just establish them as like a couple that's been knowing each other, and they have this like tradition of walking alone at night together, and this is a date they do often.
yeah. Fresh like connection, fresh love, I
Yeah.
guess, right? Yeah. Did the ice cream place see this film?
They haven't yet. We've yet to do like a screening for like the crew. This is sort of like sending it out to your festival was sort of like a test, and they're still waiting. I think we're gonna wait for the spooky season to come in and to show the movie. But yeah, they haven't yet seen the movie. We're gonna send them out posters of the movie that they can put around the shop because they do that. They've been approached by other crews and they've been in other movies, and they just showcase the movies they've been part of, the production that they've been part of. So we're just gonna essentially add on to their collection.
This is your first directorial
Yeah,
film?
yeah. This is my directorial debut. It was a very humbling experience. It was quite challenging and difficult to shoot almost entirely at night. A lot of it was done on free time. A lot of us had daytime jobs, so it was a matter of like scheduling everything for it to happen. So I'm very grateful because it's a bit of a miracle for me that it happened.
Why do you say that? Why do you say it's a miracle?
Because well, like I said, it was a very difficult like project to schedule, to have everyone like be on deck and be comfortable to spend the whole night awake just for the project, and then afterwards go right back to their jobs because we would shoot on weekends, right?
Hmm.
Uh, so on weekends we would spend the night wide awake, but having to work in the day once Monday hits. So and we had 2 weekends of shooting.
Oh
So
wow.
it was quite the challenge, and it was we just made it as fun as possible. That was my goal, to have the set be as fun and like agreeable, make it comfortable for everyone to like stay awake. We had coffee, of course. So
Well, it's not a like an easy film, right? Like there's like without giving too much away, there's some makeup that needs to be done. Some obviously you're shooting at nighttime, so the cinematographer and the focus, everything's got to be in place with the lighting and the gaffer. So it seems like you've had a pretty professional crew. You mentioned that you talked, is it Gabriel Renard, who's your
yeah,
DP?
Gabriel
He,
Gabriel Renard, yeah, he is he's the DOP on this. It's I believe is also his first project because we went to film school together. And this is essentially our first post school project. So it's like semi professional, if you will. And he did an amazing job. He did an amazing job. It was quite the challenge to like figure out how we wanted this to be shot, and he had great ideas. He I would say his, but I'm very proud of like how the ice cream shop looks. But I think that's also very much due to Julie Critter, Julie Critter's work. She is the art director on this.
yeah.
But for the park, Gabriel really had some great ideas to make it look like moonlight. Sorry, and yeah, he did his magic. I was very proud of him, and very happy to work with him.
So you guys were, you said you talked to him, you were on a set and you guys were talking about this idea on a set?
Sorry,
Originally,
no,
with you said the DP, this is how you kind of came up with the idea of the film.
no, we were just walking around
Oh, you guys
Montreal.
were just walking around.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were staying up late after school. Actually, we were working on like our film project for school.
And where did you guys go to school?
It's in Montreal, and it's called the Institut Grasset.
Okay, cool.
It's also sort of like an associate with the project. We used a lot of their film equipment for this one.
Oh, you still got this the film equipment from the school.
Yeah, yeah, we had like this partnership sort of.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're very helpful. They help their students. They help the even like the ex students. They help them a lot. They lend their equipment. They're very nice. So it was quite. I'm quite grateful we got to use their equipment.
So, okay, so tell me about getting your cast. I'm curious about the ice cream owner, the ice cream
Okay.
shop. He's fantastic. Where did you get him?
Okay. So it's not something I hide, but it's not like a secret. But he's actually my father. My father is a working actor, and I just to me it just felt right to offer him this role because I needed someone a little more of age, but not necessarily like someone that could look like the owner of the place. And he introduced me to like old time movies, much like Evil Dead and all those stuff. He's a
Hmm.
big like Jim Carrey fan, Three Stooges fan. So I knew he had like the comedic expressions, like very expressional humor and acting style. So that's why I wanted him to be like the vendor, because I knew he could pull off like this nice looking guy, but when he gets to like the well, spoilers, when he gets to
Yeah.
like the zombie part at the end, I knew he could like pull off like the evil face.
But yeah,
So
he's got to be like, he's got an arc, right? Like he's got to be perceiving like as that charming kind of nice guy, that lovable kind of
yeah,
older guy, right? But then there's a creepy side to him, right?
yeah, yeah. I just knew he could pull it off, and to me, like I said, since this is like some sort of like wacky retro movie, I was trying. The goal was like trying to make it look scary, but if it came off as funny, it worked for me as well. On set, it was very funny to like look at my dad, who's this actor, and just pulling it off and doing these faces. It just worked so well.
What's your dad's name?
His name is Jean Wallet,
Okay.
or John. He likes to say his name in English is John, but he's a working actor here in Quebec. He does a lot of like third role stuff, and yeah. So to me, it was just evident for me to have him in the movie and be the antagonist.
And how was directing your dad? Did he tell you, did you tell him what to do?
Yeah, well, it just comes off as like very intuitive because we kind of like already have this connection. We kind of know each other just like that, and I just trust in him to like pull off this very facially expressive role. Because, like I said, he's like a big Jim Carrey fan. Those are like his main inspirations, and so naturally, I just told him like this is like a Jim Carrey, Jack Nicholson type of character, and he immediately understood. And also like doing like the whole customer service scene at the beginning, uh I just had to tell him like, yeah, you're trying to hide that you're not really nice, like this is fake customer
Yeah.
service. But yeah, it just felt very natural and intuitive to direct your direct your own father.
And what about the couple? Where'd you find the couple?
So I approached this longtime friend of mine, the Eloise, who plays Ellie. We've been wanting to make a project together for a very long time, and it just so happened that like after all these years of, because we were supposed to do something before COVID happened, uh, and then we never got the chance after that to do something else. And when this happened, I just immediately thought of her, and she's also a working actress here in Quebec, and she was great. I just knew she could pull it off. And for Jeremy, who plays Vincent, we just found him through casting call, and what I liked about him is like his very like he has like football player vibes. He's like sort of like the stereotypical uh horror movie character to him. He has that vibe that like he's nice, he's tender, but he looks quite tall. He has broad shoulders, and he's a bit like his character has some sort of like smirk to him that he brought to that character, and
Yeah.
I was very impressed, and I just liked how he interpreted the character as like not necessarily this annoying guy, but like yes, I think the character was meant to be a bit annoying, but still very playful and smirky, and still like this sweet boyfriend looking guy.
So okay, and then the DP said that what about the rest of the crew? Because it's a nice sound design. I'm assuming your DP had a nice kind of lighting crew, nice light. Were they all from your school, or how'd you piece the rest of the crew together?
A lot of them were from our school, yeah, and the other ones were found through like making posts online and finding out who was available and was willing to get onto to this on this adventure with us. But most of the crew is made out of classmates. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it, really, or like ex students to our school, also.
Gotcha. And are you gonna? How was the post production? You said that it said on Film Freeway you edited the film yourself.
Yeah, I edited the film myself. I did all the like graphics text as well, and just to contribute to the retro vibe, I just wanted the text to have like this jittery effect that looks like a projector. So those were like my ideas I brought to the editing. Uh, I, I just want to make sort of like a side note. I'm sorry if I stutter a lot because English is not my first language.
Yeah, you're
But
fantastic.
okay, so I
Your
just wanted
English
to
is
put it.
way better than my French. So
I just wanted to put that out. But yeah,
yeah,
the editing was great. I also had like a friend that was working in VFX. He brought his ideas. We worked together to do like the scene in the park mostly, or all that stuff. And as for like the makeup and the practical effects, like the blood and all that stuff, that was mostly thanks to Julie, who's art director. She did makeup, she did props.
oh, she did a lot then, I guess.
Yeah, she did a lot. She did a lot. She did all the props, all the makeup, all the hair. Uh, she took care of all the fake blood, the fake ice cream as well. So hopefully I don't ruin the movie for saying this, but the ice cream is fake, so it doesn't melt. It was yeah. So that was
So
a
what is it then? If it's not ice cream, what is it?
it's actually hair conditioner with, I believe, cornstarch. If I remember correctly, I think it's conditioner with cornstarch, and we had like dried up piece of strawberries in there.
So could you eat it?
No, it's not. It's not. It's not comestible. I would not recommend eating hair conditioner.
And how did you figure that out? Like, did you? I guess YouTube has a video for everything, but
Yeah, we just looked up a recipe and we
yeah.
found out that this would look the best. We considered mashed potatoes at some point. We just wanted to find something that wouldn't melt, and that turned out just to be the best recipe we could find. And to sort of like add it, to sort of like make it look like it had a flavor, or like chunks of, we don't know really, in there. We just threw some like dried up strawberries in there because
Gotcha.
we kind of like insinuated at the end that it's made out of other people and previous zombies.
So you're editing the film, and it's your first film. How are you feeling about like the coverage you got? Are you feeling good about, okay, I got the makings of a pretty good film here.
Yeah, I was pretty happy. Like we storyboard the whole thing, so the movie is pretty close to the storyboard we did.
And
It
then
was
you just your sound guy did the sound design, your on-set sound guy did the sound design as well.
yeah, as well. He did all of the original music that's in
Oh
there,
wow.
and that was one thing I was very happy to have for a first movie, is original music, and he did a fantastic job. And it was a lot of figuring out how much of it we wanted to be scary, and the music at the beginning is very ethereal. So how much of it is like ominous and dark, but like we gotta sort of like make it sound romantic without making it look like it's a love movie or a romance movie.
Yeah.
So and there was a lot of discussions of like back and forth, and like, and it was a long process, and I'm very happy with with how it turned out. He's very happy as well. Uh, it just sounds to me. It's just,
Fantastic. I think it's okay.
thank you so much.
Like the color template. I think you got amazing location. It wouldn't be the same if it was
It
just
did
a
a
nice
it did a lot
graphic
of the
shop.
uplifting. We were so happy to have that location. I couldn't imagine this movie with a ice cream truck. Ice cream truck, actually.
Now, next time I'm gonna write this down on my phone too. The next time I'm in Montreal, I'm gonna go check out this place.
Right, but well, like I said, it's not actually in Montreal. It's like right outside of it.
Yeah, it's off the highway, I'm assuming,
Yeah,
right?
but the name that's on the that's on the shop in the movie is the name of the place. So
That's why I
it's,
was curious if the people saw the movie yet, because I was just curious what their reaction would be, right?
yeah, we asked them if they wanted to, if they wanted us to like change through VFX the name on the shop, but they were okay with us using their actual name.
Yeah. Well, it's free
And
advertising, right?
yeah, it's for advertising, and like I'm telling you guys, the ice cream is very good there.
It's very good.
It is very good, and you
It's
can.
got like a good rating on Yelp or whatever.
I mean, I wouldn't know. I'm just giving my personal rating. I think the ice
No, no, no.
cream there
I
is
had
like
it
super good,
totally. Okay.
and they serve ice cream for the dogs as well.
Then they serve ice cream for dogs, which is
They
great.
they
So
have
what
like they
is
have. So I just want to add this real quick. Like they have their special is called La Marquise, just like the shop, and it's like a this maple syrup ice cream with like, yeah, it's very good.
okay.
I would recommend it.
So I'm trying to find the what the rating is while I'm talking to you. So what's next for you? Are you gonna make another film?
I took a break on writing. I directed like a music video recently.
Yeah.
So I decided to go back to writing. And right now, I personally don't really like talking about unfinished ideas.
But you're gonna keep
But
making movies. That's the key question.
yeah, right now I'm working on this Western horror movie. Like I want to keep doing horror movies because it's a special genre to me.
Well, the ice cream shop has a 4.7 rating on
It's a good
and
rating.
basically over 800 reviews. So that's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
That's a
rating.
pretty great review there. So they got and everybody's giving it five stars, right? They're saying
Yeah.
it's the best ice cream, you know.
Yeah, if you guys are ever in Montreal or like in the
Yeah, I
area, I
told you I'm
would
gonna check it out.
totally recommend it. Like I said, it's like near the riverside, so you guys could like get your ice cream and take a walk near the river. It has like this little spot.
Soft cones, hard cones, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
would
like it.
highly recommend.
Okay, so you're gonna make movies, right? Like you got the first one under your belt. I
Yeah,
always tell people who made the first film, the second film is always the hardest.
yeah, it's pretty intimidating, but like I'm talking to a lot of people. To me, filmmaking is all about collaboration. So a lot of like collaborative work reassures me, and having it done once, maybe it's overconfidence, but like having it done once brought me the confidence of like, okay, I think I can pull this off. Let's just try it again.
There is a bigger idea here too, right? With your film. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've ever thought about it, like a feature idea.
Um, we thought about making it more about the vendor and then making it like making him the main character is like we toyed with the idea of him like
Yeah.
being some sort of mad scientist that experiments with ice cream, but we knew that like that would be way too much content for like a short film, so we didn't really try to focus on that. But
Yeah.
essentially, initially, that's what we were thinking about, and I guess that yeah, maybe there's like a bigger idea that we could.
Well, like there's a small town, right? And
Yeah,
people keep on getting having, but we don't know where it comes from, right? But everybody's
right.
going to this ice cream shop, but then we're with the main characters, so then the audience gets it in the second half, and then the second it's kind of almost like a Dusk Till Dawn kind of
Yeah,
movie, where like then the second half becomes a zombie movie.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
That was
like it's
my first thinking when I saw your film.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, like my main inspiration is Evil Dead. I always try to use it as like some sort of like my main reference, and we kind of told ourselves that like this could be some sort of unofficial spin-off. This could like happen in the universe of Evil Dead as well. So the zombie makeup was heavily inspired by that. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised you thought of Dusk Until Dawn instead.
Yeah. That's just like my idea, like for like kind of like a but within a small town kind of setting, right? Where like it's
Yeah,
like where how's this happening? What's where why are people changing, right? And then it's like,
it's
oh,
this
they're
ice
going to
cream
the ice
guy.
cream. Yeah. Yeah. So, all right, man. Well, I'd love to see you again. Congratulations on the film, and I'm glad to help out the first initial encounters of the success of this film. And I
Yeah,
wish you the best of luck with it.
thank you so much. I'm so it really is an honor to have been selected to this festival. Oh, I'm sorry, my camera has stopped working.
No problem. All right, that's a good cue. All right, man.
Yeah,
Let's talk again soon.
yeah. See, thank you so much. See ya.